We would like to welcome you to your oath ceremony, and I would first like to introduce our Field Office Director, Michael Riggs.
Good morning. Would you all please stand for the posting of our colors presented by the United States Air Force Travis Honor Guard. Allow me to present Ms. Jeanette Sorrell, who will sing our national anthem. Thank you so much, Ms. Sorrell, and thank you to the Travis Honor Guard. You may all be seated. You see, this microphone is hot, hotter than cannonballs flying into Fort McHenry in 1812. I want to welcome you all and congratulate you. It's very, very exciting for me, and I'm very, very honored to get to be here before you. I'm honored because you have chosen to be here today. You are about to be citizens by choice. As the Chinese proverb says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And on that journey, I can't begin to imagine all that you have been through, all that you have left behind. the sights and sounds and smells of your childhood, family, friends. I can't imagine all that's happened to you on the way, all the frustrations, the strangers who have helped you to get to this day. But you've arrived. And if the journey begins with a single step, it ends with a single step. So would all my candidates for citizenship please stand up? Take a step forward and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to invite Navdeep Chima and Navneet Randhawa up to the stage to lead us all in taking the Pledge of Allegiance. Navdeep and Navneet, would you please come up? You all please remain standing and place your hand over your heart and join them as they lead us in the pledge.
Salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may have a seat. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our honored guest speaker, Mr. Val Dulcini. Mr. Dulcini is the State Executive Director of the USDA Farm Service Agency. He's a federal public servant. As the State Executive Director, he also, this is pretty cool, attended the University of Uppsala in Sweden. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Val Dulcini.
Thank you very much, Director Biggs, honored guests, friends, and family. My fellow Americans, That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? You've all worked so very hard to hear those words, so let me say them once again. My fellow Americans. Let me be the first among you today to congratulate you, your family members, and your friends on this tremendous accomplishment. American citizenship is a prized possession, sought by many, granted to few. So take pride in your hard work and in the journey that brought you here today. You know, everyone in this hall has an immigrant story, so let me tell you a little bit about my own. As Michael mentioned, I stand before you today as a fifth-generation Californian. On my father's side, my ancestors came from the British Isles, Switzerland, Germany, and other European nations. They were American pioneers who crossed the Great Plains in covered wagons in the 1850s to help build the new state of California. On my mother's side, they were Italian immigrants who came to this country through Ellis Island in the early 20th century under the shadow of the Statue of Liberty in New York Harbor. My immigrant ancestors were prospectors and public servants, farmers and furniture salesmen. They were teachers, small business owners, professors, and lawyers. They were men and women who served our nation in war and in peace. They marched for civil rights, and they rallied for social justice. But they also coached Little League, volunteered in their children's schools, and helped to build their communities. And their stories, my friends, are not so different from your own. As Michael mentioned, I'm the State Executive Director of the U.S. Department of Agriculture here in California, and I like to tell people that I'm in the American dream business. The loans that I make to farmers and ranchers help them build their American dream, developing new businesses, expanding their markets, hiring more employees, and building greater financial security for their families. Immigrants, and today new citizens like yourselves, are obviously dreamers too. Like my ancestors, you came to this country to build your own version of the American dream. Seeking a better life, looking for greater economic opportunity, escaping war and political persecution, building a brighter future for your children. You've chosen the fertile soil of America to build your dream, and for that I salute you. And your new country needs you. It needs your active citizenship in our democracy. It needs your entrepreneurial spirit to help build and sustain our economy. It needs your diverse cultural contributions to strengthen the American mosaic. It needs your engagement in schools, churches, and the civic institutions of our towns and cities. America, my friends, needs you. Over 50 years ago, our 35th president, John F. Kennedy, famously asked not what your country could do for you, but what you could do for your country. It's time for you to accept that challenge, the mantle of responsibility that your new citizenship carries with it. It's time for you to serve your new nation. My fellow Americans, your new country needs you now to write the next chapter of your own American dream life story and to proudly stamp it, Made in America. Congratulations on becoming citizens of the greatest nation on earth. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.